It's the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got Aaron Rodgers. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Rams and the Eagles on Sunday night.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown LA as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, glad to have you in the booth with us here on EA Sports. Greg, this is one of those intriguing matchups because we got a couple of quarterbacks, that most important position, trying to bounce back after seasons where injury derailed their hopes for a good campaign.
And it's just so difficult when you look back on each of these teams' prior season just last year. It's hard to separate how much of their up and down, how much of their struggles was because of the injuries.
Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. Off we go here on Sunday Night Football. This is fielded inside the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. Leading them out, the veteran quarterback first-round pick back in 2017, Deshaun Watson.
You know, what's funny about the NFL, Mike, is you expect to come out and have your A game each and every week. And certainly that's ideal, but can you win when you don't have your best stuff? And I think that's what we saw from this quarterback last week. The best thing he did was just continue to battle, continue just enough plays, even though he had some struggles. The biggest thing is, while he continues to improve, what a confidence boost for this entire team, knowing that even if their quarterback doesn't have his best stuff, they can still play winning football.
On first down, Watson. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. Take a look here at those receiving numbers from his game a week ago. 2nd and 7. On the carry, this is Kenneth Gainwell. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. To the sideline. Nice job. They pull that one in, but that is still well short of a first down.
That was a nice looking grab. Really nice footwork there on the sideline to stay in bounds, but after all that, it's still not going to result in very much.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Rams offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by their quarterback, the future Hall of Famer, Aaron Rodgers.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. They get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today. They've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
A gain there of 27 yards.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent of the field.
That one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
The Eagles offense and quarterback Deshaun Watson getting set for their next drive. And he's given defenses across the league a lot to think about when they try to game plan for him. Consider he's currently 2nd in the NFL in quarterback rushing yards. It's Watson out of the pistol. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes third down. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
On 1st and 10, here's Watson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
And I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have count for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. From the shotgun, here's Watson. And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. His kick is perfect. And the Eagles will take a 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the tides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On the ground, it's the veteran Zach Moss. And this is going to be a Rams first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Now it's a bootleg with Rodgers. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. 3rd down and 9.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Certain guys just have a knack for making splash plays, and I don't think you can really coach it. I mean, this guy, first he has a pick, now a sack. He comes up with a fumble recovery, Mike. He's getting the football equivalent of a hat trick, and there's no mistake about it. This guy is balling.
So on 4th down, the Rams will send out Ethan Evans to punt. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet. He'll get him down for no gain. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. 3rd and long. Back to throw. He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. And he won't be able to take it all the way in, but that is a great return, and they are set up 1st and goal.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes speeds up that clock. You can make a bad throw.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. A run on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Rams. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Harrison Butker now, extra point. He gets it to go, and the Rams move out to a 7-3 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return is Rodgers. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Lockett headed in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll get this out to his running back. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the 1st down on a gain of 7.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Philadelphia.
In motion is Myers. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Going to try to pick up the first down with his own read. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
What they teach these backs is when you catch a check down, immediately try to get vertical. Try to put a hole in the defense coming to rally tackle. So give credit to the defense here. He works
free, right side. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles are on top. It's now 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here come the Rams as their offense trots back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. The master of play action, Rodgers. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it. Here now, 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Smith and Jigba left side, he's got it. They get 10 yards on the hook up there. Good for a Rams 1st down.
Pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Again, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Here's a handoff to Moss. And he'll pick his way forward.
It's a gain of 5. Result 3rd and 13.
From the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This from 30 yards out. Butker's kick is good. And the Rams will level the score at 10 apiece. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Let's give a lot of credit to the defensive plan that this coaching staff has come up with coming into today's game. Every time it seems like the offense makes an adjustment, the defense counterpunches. Different looks, different fronts, different pressure packages. They've had all the answers so far, and the sacks just keep piling up.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Darius Williams.
We had a chance to talk to the defensive coordinator the other day, and remember what he told us, Mike? He said, we know how talented this young rookie quarterback is. He can make all the throws. We've seen him do it in college. But it's a different animal now doing this in the NFL. We think we can make him force some bad throws and make some bad decisions, and so far here in the first half, that's exactly what they've done.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
It's 1st down. You got to get the ball out of your hands. I understand trying to take a shot. I love it on early downs. But once it's not there and that protection starts to break down, it's either check down or throwaway. You don't want to be in 2nd and long.
That's into the hands of Jordan Whittington. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Rams offense about ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll start this on the ground with Moss. And And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba.
We see this time and time again in the NFL, Mike. You want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one. So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. To the left side, it is caught by Myers.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
And here's a great example of why the pass rush on 3rd down, that it's critical it gets home. In this case, they're not able to get to the quarterback. He has extra time to not only escape the pocket, but to turn into a runner and pick up the 1st down.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. That stop made by Byron Young. Here's a 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. That's complete to his run at Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This is such a challenging route for any defender to guard, Mike, and here's why. It's really a 3-way go. I can either run into the flat, I can either sit and stop and just find open space, or in this case, the defender overcommits. I could break back across his face to the middle of the field, and you're wide open.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Having a dominant pass rush so often translates to wins. But that's hardly been the case here, Mike, and they're able to add another sack to their total before half, and that's great. But somehow they still find themselves trailing, and that's the only thing that matters.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. He'll try to run for it. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Rams offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. Rodgers. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And the defense finds the end zone. Great work inside by the linebacker, who takes it back the other way for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he just never saw the linebacker in the middle of the field, Mike, and the quarterback was locked in on his receiver, and once that ball came out of his hand, I think he wanted it back.
Here's Elliott for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Eagles add on 1 more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. A return now from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Rams offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. A throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. As mentioned, this is the EA Sports halftime report. Time to take a look around the NFL and find out what's going on this fine Sunday. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And that one is still scoreless as they play in the 2nd quarter. From there, let's head off and check out a 2nd game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense, and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And the turnovers have really been the story here. Take you back through the high, or actually the lowlights in this one. Not a lot of positives when you have a 3-interception game, under pressure all game long, the secondary feasting on his passes. First down for Aaron. He'll find Dalvin Cook.
Bold decision there by this quarterback to attack a guy who's already made you pay for challenging him earlier today. He trusted his guy to not only win, but to defeat man coverage, and I think he got away with one there.
Thrown left side, the catch is made. He's taken down just shy of midfield. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's into traffic, but taken in.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's good for a Rams first down.
It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Devin Witherspoon with the tight coverage as he knocks it away. Third and short yardage, it's Rodgers. This one caught at the 4. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
Complete to number 11, Jackson Smith-Njigba. First and goal.
Smith-Njigba, the man in motion. A second effort, and he is in. Zach Moss. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, try to add to it. It begins with first down. Open man, right side, is Kelsey. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll motion over Samuel. On second down, here's Watson. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's a third down and 4. It's Watson out of the pistol. He's got his tight end. It's Kelsey. His second catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
In order for this play to be successful against man coverage, Mike, 2 things need to happen. 1, the quarterback has to anticipate the break. He has to get that ball out on time. And then the rest is the receiver creating the separation at the top. And when both are accomplished, you can see what the results are.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now a give up the middle. Only a couple on that one. Back to throw is Watson. Looking middle, and he's got Myers. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision. Here comes the Eagles punt team. He's on for the second time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. This secondary will get a lot of the credit. 3 picks so far. But, Greg, the pass rush has been relentless as well.
Yeah, I think it's super important, Mike, that we point out just how much the pass rush and then the secondary coverage works together. The more that rush gets home, the faster that ball gets out. We can play certain coverages knowing the timing of the quarterback has to be sped up. So often, the teams that are the most successful in this league, Mike, they have the best understanding. When our back end and our front end are working in unison, man, it puts a lot of pressure on not only the quarterback, but the entire offense. The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
This is a really popular concept on third down. It's good versus man, it's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. But give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
The visitors' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Shotgun snap to Watson. He finds the veteran Lockett. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To throw on second down is Watson. He's got Myers on the completion. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Short pass taken in by Kelsey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Here's Gainwell. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's second and 9. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Throwing is Watson. They'll look to set up the screen here. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
On first down, Watson. This one brought in by Curtis Samuel. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
2nd and 11. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, here's Watson. He's going to keep it himself. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the point in the game, Mike, we're on 3rd down. You have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't.
And he will power his way into the end zone. Deshaun Watson, touchdown, Eagles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Hauled in by the tight end, Henry. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
At the 32-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Rodgers. Look wide. Get this one complete. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this 4th down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. And it would seem as if this 3-game win streak is going to become a... Still a little work to do in this one as they start 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll stick with him again. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
Watson will make the read and holds on. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. On is Elliott to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Eagles are going to extend their lead.
41, Rams 17. Jake Elliott to kick
So
off
following the score,
Philadelphia.
here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A safe kick taken at the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Rams offense ready to come back out for this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
They'll try to set up the screen with Moss. This one going to be sniffed out, up in the backfield.
It's 3rd and 17.
3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
That's taken in. And gonna get there. He's got the first down. What great awareness after the catch. He gets enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. A throw on the run is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
Again, it's Rodgers. A throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. 3rd down and 9. They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Azeez Al-Shire. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson. This one to his big tight end, Uzama. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Up the middle they go. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. Now Watson keeping this on the zone read. And he's going to have the Eagles' 1st down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on 4th down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Here's a run. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. So it's a win here for the Eagles. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night, everybody.